Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hey everyone.
Hi, friends of the ARC. Welcome back to the ARC Staff Challenge.
My name is Danny Putra, and I'm currently the graduate assistant here at Purdue ARC.
My name is Gwenelle Candino, and I'm an undergraduate student ambassador.
My name is Manabu Nakatani. I'm the program administrator.
I'm Kathleen here, the ARC administrative assistant.
My name is Renz, and I'm one of the undergraduate student ambassadors for the ARC.
And this week's challenge is top 10 things you didn't know that you needed to know about the art staff.
Question number one is, how did you choose your major in college?
So, I did my college in Central Java, Indonesia, and I chose English with a concentration in American Studies. At that time, I saw two different phenomenons at the same time. One was the love for American popular culture with movies, food, and also fashion. And at the same time, there were a lot of negative sentiments about American foreign policies. So I was really intrigued about the two and decided to choose American Studies.
So my major in college was psychology. I've always been super fascinated by the brain and like how the human mind works, so it was a pretty clear choice for me.
Well, for me, I've always wanted to do physical therapy, and kinesiology is one of the most popular majors that pre-PTs usually take. So I decided to do that and get myself the undergraduate experience so that I'm better prepared for PT school.
Um,
So I graduated from Calvin University with a Bachelor of Arts degree, double majoring in history and the Japanese language. Growing up, I really enjoyed history, and I wanted to have an opportunity to maintain my heritage language, so I decided to double major in those fields. As a graduate student, I studied higher education and student development at Taylor University in Upland, Indiana. And I did that because I really wanted to learn more about how colleges operate and how to best support our students.
I
So that was like a while back ago. So my major in college was psychology, and I chose psychology. I'm not quite sure why, but I think I was interested in somewhat in psychology and theology, but then I couldn't do both because it was really hard. So I just chose psychology. But one thing I remember, I think I like psychology because back in high school, I just have this interest of understanding other people in general and then listening to their problem in some ways. But I also think I have misconception about psychology. I thought that psychology is like this unique, strange kind of things that you can learn about other people. But it turns out that when I learned about psychology, it's all about observation and interviews. So you can learn other people through that methods. So that's the kind of misconception that I had before.
I didn't know what I wanted to do until maybe like junior, senior year of high school. And then I was playing with some circuits in my mom's classroom, and I was like, ooh, I kind of like this. And we talked about it in one of my physics classes, and it was like one of the hardest topics for me, but it was one of the topics that I was like willing to work for. So I was like, I think I'm interested in electrical. Also, it's just like so broad. So I felt like even if I didn't know, I had a lot of options to explore. So I thought that was really helpful.
And the second question is, how did you end up at Purdue?
Um, well, I kind of just found the job posting for my position at the ARC, and I felt that my skill set aligned really well with the characteristics that the position was looking for, and I've been having a really great time with the ARC since then. So
Since I'm in state, it was one of the cheaper options for me, and I just like the balance of academia, but also having a close-knit campus. Since when I went down to Bloomington, it took so long for me to walk everywhere, and so I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to wake up and go to class immediately.
Well, I honestly did not know much about it. I grew up hearing about it because of like rocketry in our SLI team. So I knew about it because of my mom, but I didn't really know anything else about Purdue. I looked it up and it was like a really good engineering school, and I was like, okay, I could try it. I didn't even like visit the school before I chose it. It's just it was the best option out of the colleges that I got accepted into, and I was like, okay, I think I'll take Purdue then, even if I didn't see what it looked like.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I went to Taylor University, which is also in Indiana. I was working at the Office of Intercultural Programs there, specifically with our Asian and Asian American students. And as I graduated from Taylor, I was fortunate to be able to have this opportunity to work at Purdue University. So that's how I'm here.
I think since I am applying for a doctoral program at Purdue, I was looking at the similarity of research interests between the faculty at Purdue, and that is in line with my research interests. So at the time, I found that Purdue was most of the faculty were interested in generally the college student experiences. So that was what I'm looking for. I'm interested in a sense of belonging and a college student experience for undergraduate students and the psychosocial factors that may affect their academic and career development.
Next question is, what's your favorite color and why?
So my favorite color is black, which technically isn't a color, but we'll just say it is. And so my favorite color is black just because it's versatile. Um, it's everywhere. Wearing a black Apple Watch, black shirt, black pants, and so it's like the color.
I think I like blue color because it's a color of the sky. It gives you calmness, and as I imagine it, there's just a limitless possibility when you look at the sky and think about a lot of things that you can do and that you can create in your life.
What is my favorite color? So I have two favorite colors. I have green and I have white. And well, the reason that I like green is because it kind of reminds me of nature. I don't really like nature, but it's like I don't really like the outdoors, but I like the idea of like being with the animals, and I like flowers a lot, so plants and stuff. And why I like white is because it's very bright and it's very like easily changeable. I feel like black is something that you, even if you add color to it, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't change. But I like that white is like adaptable and it doesn't turn into the exact color, it becomes something a little softer, like a little different. So I like that idea of it.
My favorite color is orange. I'm not really sure if there's a particular reason. I guess it kind of reminds me of my favorite holiday, which is Halloween.
Although it's not a very popular color around here, I really enjoy the color maroon. And the reason why is because I identify as a Gryffindor, whose house colors are gold and maroon, and also it happens to be the same color as my alma mater, Calvin University. So that's why I like maroon.
My favorite colors are gray and pink. I don't really know why, but I think gray is good for all seasons.
Number 4, what's your favorite article of clothing and why?
My favorite article of clothing is a dress with pockets. You've got to have the pockets.
I will say my favorite article of clothing is this necklace right here. And the reason why that is because it is a symbol of my country, the Philippines, and so basically it's just a reminder of home because I'm an immigrant and so I moved here to the US, but I still have my Filipino roots everywhere I go. So it's just a small reminder of home for me.
I really like socks. I think they're really fun, and yeah.
I think somehow I like jacket I always found it's interesting every time I go to clothing stores or department stores. That's where the section that I'm be spending. If there are a lot of collection, that's where I'm spending a lot of my times with. I think it wearing a jacket looks nice on me, on my body, and my appearances in general.
My favorite article of clothing has to probably be hoodies or socks. I love socks, but I like hoodies because they're really like soft, so or like sweaters. So really baggy like sweaters because they're really soft and like comfortable, and I can wear them either outside or sleep in them.
And what is the best midnight snack? I will say two fellas. They're forgot what it was. So the next question is, what's the best midnight snack? And for me, that is a chicken parmesan from Two Fellas. It just hits so differently late at night.
Well, it depends on what you're in the mood for. Personally, if I'm in the mood for something salty, I like to grab some chips or a cheese stick. And if I want something sweet, I always go for chocolate because you can't go wrong with chocolate.
Currently, I kind of addicted to this cassava chips that I found in one of the department store in Chicago. They're made from for my home country, and they got different flavors like a black pepper. They got sweet and salty flavor. They got spicy flavor, and they're very tasty. So that's something I come to love lately, and munch them before I sleep at midnight, if I sleep at midnight.
The best midnight snack. Oh, this is not going to be a good one because I wake up like really bloated, but I love eating spicy ramen with cheese. It's so good and I crave it all the time. And it's not good for you. You shouldn't eat it all the time, but it's so good. So, yeah.
Probably the extra toasty Cheez-Its.
The best midnight snack is dried seaweed. I'm sure you agree.
Number 6, what do you like to do when you have free time?
When I have free time, I like playing with the kids, playing badminton, reading, and watching Korean dramas.
I just like to watch a lot of shows. I watch a lot of Korean dramas and anime and my favorite variety shows. So yeah, I just watch a lot of things.
Well, something that come to me is I just like to be around the kitchen for some reason. Sometimes I just looking at the ingredients that I have in my fridge or around the kitchen and imagining what I can do with them and how to make them, how to cook them, just imagining in my head, not doing it. So it's more like, how to create something different from whatever I have, and then just imagining what they look like and how they taste. That's what I like to do.
I like to do a lot of different things. I like biking around the area. I really like to read. Sometimes I like to play the trumpet.
Oh, I also play Super Smash Brothers with my roommates. That's what I do, to be honest, or study, but.
Well, as you can see, I'm in the office a lot. So during my free time, I really enjoy unplugging and unwinding. So I usually enjoy hanging out with friends, going to the movies, which I haven't been able to do in a while, or just watch TV or read a good book. And this semester, the ARC was involved with a collaborative reading program with UIUC and IU, and we read Minor Feelings and Asian American Reckoning by Kathy Park Hong. It was a really fantastic read. So if you haven't had a chance to read it yet, I would highly recommend doing so.
So when I'm not in classes or working for the ARC, I like to work out, read, binge watch YouTube videos, hang out with friends, and be active in the organizations I participate in.